Are you serious? Are you serious? Well, I don't even want to report on these things, but the bizarre events are happening. A police officer in Paris, France, breaking up with his girlfriend, went on a shooting, murdering rampage in the streets of Paris. He killed 3 people. He wounded 3 more before he took his own life. Here's the story. A police officer shot 3 people dead, injured 3 others before committing suicide in northern suburbs of Paris, according to local prosecutors. It all started as he and his girlfriend were discussing their separation sitting in the car. The shooting began at 8:45 p.m. Saturday evening in the suburbs of Paris. There was an argument broke out between the 31-year-old police officer Arnaud Martin and his 25-year-old girlfriend as they sat in a car outside her parents' house. And here's what took place. The police officer, Martin, then shot her in the face before opening fire on 2 passers-by who, as a preliminary investigation have shown, tried to intervene. Both were fatally shot dead. The first 30-year-old, listening to music in his car, had just stepped out to see what was going on when he was shot dead. The second, who had gone out to buy cigarettes, was about to celebrate his 44th birthday with his children. His sister-in-law, Nora Mandani, told the Associated Press he told his children that he was coming back right away, and the police have come to say he will never come back again. According to the prosecutors, Martin, the police officer, then went inside his girlfriend's house, shooting dead her father and wounding her mother and wounding her sister. After that, he went into the garden where he shot himself dead, but he first shot the dog, killing the dog before finally killing himself. So he shot his girlfriend in the car in the face and killed her dead. Got out, shot another person who was getting out of his car listening to music, and shot him dead. And then shot another man who was getting cigarettes and shot him dead. Then went in the house and shot her father dead and then wounded her mother. I'm wrong. The girlfriend is still alive. She hasn't died. She's in serious condition. Then he went out into the garden, shot the dog dead before pulling the pistol on himself and shooting himself fatally. Despite being seriously injured, though, the officer's girlfriend survived the ordeal. The Minister of Interior commented, describing the woman who was shot as the officer's wife, but it's really his girlfriend. It was someone who was going to separate with his wife. He could not bear it. He's someone who at some point totally went off the rails. And he was armed, so he, this is how the drama unfolded. A terrible situation. So he's breaking up with his girlfriend, shot her in the face. She's in critical condition but alive. Got out of his car. A man who was listening to a set of headphones and music, who got out of his car to see what was going on, shot him dead. Another man returning back from buying cigarettes, a neighbor, just walking down the street back toward his home. The police officer shot him dead as well. Went into the house, shot his girlfriend's father dead, then shot and wounded her mother before going out into the garden, and also shot his girlfriend's sister, wounding her before going in the garden, shooting the dog dead, and then killing himself. What a terrible story. What a horrible story taking place in the streets of Paris, France. People don't know how to handle different situations in their life, and they think this is the end of the world. That he's breaking up with his girlfriend, which no doubt it was a major traumatic event. But it's not the end of the world. And there's no reason to turn to such violence and destruction. You got to be able to handle situations in a different way. Pray for the injured. Pray for the families involved and everyone in this situation. Are you serious? Please pray. We're in the last days.